Rational functions might have what is called a horizontal asymptote. In this, the first of two videos, we consider these horizontal asymptotes. And let's start by discussing what they are. Frequently, in the real world, something changes for a time and then pretty much stops changing. For example, you might look at countries that have gone through or are going through an HIV epidemic. What we usually see is that the cases of HIV increase quickly, but they don't keep increasing forever. They level off like that, and that remain basically constant after a time. When we have a situation like this, where after a time, your graph just looks like a horizontal line, that line is called a horizontal asymptote. This is a property that rational functions sometimes have. And there are two ways that a rational function might have a horizontal asymptote. Remember that rational functions have numerators and denominators. If the degree of the denominator is greater than the degree of the numerator, then y equals 0 is a horizontal asymptote. Let's give a real-world example of this and then graph it. For many drugs, the concentration of the drug in the bloodstream after T hours. I should say T hours after the drug is administered is C of T equals AT divided by bt squared plus c, where these constants A, B, and C depend on the drug, the initial dosage, the body weight of the patient, and factors like that. So, for example, for a certain drug and a certain patient, maybe C of t is 5t divided by 4t squared plus 6. Let's take a look at this. Here is the graph of this function. And you see that as time gets big, this graph simply looks like a horizontal line. And that's what it means to have a horizontal asymptote. In particular, it looks like the horizontal line y equals 0 because it has a horizontal asymptote y equals 0. In this context, t has to be positive, t is time, but just from a purely mathematical point of view, it's also true that if you let t be large in the negative direction, this graph will just look like a horizontal line, and that line is y equals 0, its horizontal asymptote.